The Weiqi pieces were scattered, but the guru remained calm. "It's getting late," he said gently to the woodcutter. "Shouldn't you be heading down the mountain?" As he glanced at the sky, the woodcutter was shocked to see how much time had passed. It couldn't have been more than 2 hours, he thought in disbelief. Feeling apologetic, he prepared to leave, worried that the guru would be annoyed with him. But when the woodcutter turned around, he nearly jumped out of his skin. The hermit guru, who had been playing Weiqi and drinking wine, was now gone. In his place lay a shattered Weiqi board and a heap of decaying bones. The woodcutter was so scared that he dropped his bamboo basket and ran down the mountain without even looking back. As he reached the mountain's base, he was hit with a stark realization. The quaint village he remembered had bloomed into a bustling town, with sturdy brick houses replacing the humble thatched cottages. And where his home once stood, only an empty wasteland remained. He noticed a date on the calendar that he had never seen before. In shock, he grabbed a passerby and urgently asked, "Excuse me, can you tell me the current date and time?" As he heard the answer, his legs went weak. Everything had changed. Time had passed, and his loved ones were gone. No one remembered him anymore.
So the woodcutter left Mount Firmament, but how is he still alive and kicking? With 100 years worth of time inside him, shouldn't he?
Your story, it's a bit far-fetched, don't you think? I mean, if I wasn't from Hongzhen, I might have fallen for it.
Well, that's the whole point. The truth is stranger than fiction, my friend. Every detail in that story is based on real events. Let me share with you the other legend of Mount Firmament. For deep within its sacred peaks lies a powerful secret. The secret of immortality. We all know that Mount Firmament is the abode of the Sentinel, gathering spiritual energies from both heaven and earth for countless eons. Over time, even the mountain itself has taken on the form of our majestic Sentinel. Living in the mountains for long stretches of time, surrounded by fresh air and drinking from nature's own bounty, can add years to one's lifespan. It all starts with that game of Weiqi, one that the woodcutter stumbled upon. Too bad those secrets have been long forgotten. Gather around now, people. You're in for the story of a lifetime.
See you there.
What's with the ruckus? Huh? What's that in your hands? Hey.
Oh.
Behold Hongzhen in its entirety, next to a ring and hanging eaves. When eternal snow thaw into flowing streams, let us reconvene. Oh, I see. I see I've got no clue at all. I get the very last part at least. She's asking you out. Well, that's a fancy way to write stuff. And now, this next sentence. Eternal snow thaw into streams. What is that supposed to mean? Oh, how did you manage to get all that hidden meaning? But the buildings in Hongzhen all look pretty much the same. Which one exactly was she talking about? Makes sense. Lead the way!
How did she disappear like that? Wait, are you that legendary rover who saved Jinzhou? What can I do for you? Well, you've come to the right person. I'm here to compile a new travel guide for Hongzhen. Next door ring and hanging eaves. Oh, I know where that is. You'll need to stand on the tallest building in Hongzhen to see what you're looking for. It's on the northeast side of the town. Can't miss it. You'll see it once you get there. Say, that person earlier, that was Lady Changli, right? I saw you talking to her. I can't help but feel envious. I wish I could speak to her like you did, but she refuses to do interviews with the Pioneer Association. Plus, I doubt we have anything in common to talk about anyway. As Master Swen Miao's disciple, she excels in the arts of politics and diplomacy. Her travels have taken her across the 4 seas, and as Secretary General, she has commanded respect from all who cross her path. Yeah, and she came all the way to Jinzhou to help out Magistrate Jinshi for the sake of peace in Huanglong. She's been working tirelessly behind the scenes since then, fully dedicated to her task. How could anyone not revere such a selfless act? I could have sworn I just saw her. Where did she go? I wish I could take one more look.
What can I help you with? When snow thaw into streams? You're not from around here, I bet. When we say that in Hongzhen, we mean the Shichen of Wei. Early afternoon, the warmest hours of the day. Legend tells of a visitor who ventured here some centuries ago. Back then, local villagers were struggling with no fire. People say it was once a stunning sight, with mist and ice flowing westward down the streams, as if many celestial beings were returning to the sea. Now the sight has unfortunately disappeared, but the saying sticks. Oh please, I'm only repeating what I've heard from him. He's been on a roll with his stories lately. Not that I don't want to believe them, but... Oh, you were listening to one of his stories earlier too, right? Really? So you're into stories and anecdotes too? Grandpa Zhou's great-grandfather was a descendant of the first inhabitants of Hongzhen. People in town are curious about the outside world and how they are perceived. Grandpa Zhou is happy to answer their questions and has unknowingly become... It's funny to hear outsiders describe my hometown, Hongzhen, as mysterious. Especially lately, with so many people from Jinzhou coming on some kind of... Time truly is a formidable force. What do you want? I've done nothing wrong. Huh?
Oh, you're just asking for directions. Sorry, I'm not a local.
Wait, you were the one talking to Lady Changli earlier. If I were you, I'd steer clear of her. She's a deceitful woman who enjoys toying with people's hearts. Haven't you heard? She left her government job to come here. I heard she chose to quit her job, but I bet she messed up back in the capital and got demoted here as punishment. Then I guess you've also been fooled by her looks. Hey, wait a minute. Has she actually achieved anything substantial during her time in Jinzhou? Or did Madame Magistrate just... I say you're underestimating Changli's trickery. I heard she tricked that VIP guest of Jinzhou into going to Mount Firmament. She must have been afraid of him getting too close to Madame Magistrate. I hope you don't mind my frankness. Just giving some advice, because you look pretty innocent. And... Oh, shoot! I completely forgot about...
Hey, why are the people here so divided about Changli? You humans make everything so complicated. Well, at least now we know what she wanted to say. Now that's much easier to understand. Why does she have to make it a whole riddle? I'm getting sleepy again.
Rover? Nice to see you again. How are you liking Hongzhen so far? The crisis at Mount Firmament has been resolved, and the waterway between Jinzhou and Hongzhen is open once again. As a result, there has been an increase in visitors from Jinzhou, making the town more lively than before. With the chaos subsiding, our town and city are now reconnected, allowing residents to live and work in peace. We owe you a debt of gratitude, Rover, for your efforts in clearing the remaining effects of temporal disruptions in Mount Firmament over the past few days. Of course. We're all indebted to you, Hongzhen and its people alike. If there's anything you need, don't hesitate to ask. I couldn't help but notice you've been asking around. Is there something you need assistance with?
Xingyi and Changli have a mutual trust as acquaintances. It should be fine to ask Xingyi instead.
I see. That sounds like something Changli would do. Even though we're not that close, I know a bit about her personality. She wouldn't just hand over something that symbolizes her identity to anyone, especially when... I think it would be better for her to tell you personally. The magistrate's counselor is shrouded in mystery, and her motives are often hard to decipher. When she wants something done, it's never as straightforward as it seems, and few can grasp the true meaning behind her plans. The rumors and controversies surrounding her never cease, but she seems unfazed. However, I believe one has to get involved personally to truly understand Changli's intentions, regardless of public opinion. About the riddle. It seems you have already figured it out by yourself. But remember, it's not just about the answer, but also what she wants you to understand. Then, if you'll excuse me, if there's anything else you need here in Hongzhen, please do not hesitate to let me know.
She wrote. Should be this ring-shaped ancient structure, I guess.
Wow! It's really huge now that we look at it.
Next, hanging eaves. If we look from here... Is it that pavilion?
It does look quiet. Should be a nice place for meetings.
That must be the place that...
Apologies for my delay. You looked adorable, focusing on the Weiqi board. I didn't want to interrupt you. Thank you for accepting my invitation. Oh? And what makes you think so?
Those tokens from Jinshi. It was your idea, was it not?
So, you've guessed it. Sorry, Rover. Jinzhou faced multiple threats back then, and we had to be cautious. We did not intend to inconvenience you. I regret our lack of hospitality. Still, I owe you an apology in person. This time, I just wanted to see you. The brilliant mind that always understood my unspoken words. I am very grateful you decided to come. Apologies for giving you that impression, Rover. That's not how we treat our saviors. I merely have a few questions, and I was wondering if you may have the answers. Does this game of Weiqi look familiar to you, Rover? Apologies. I heard about your memory loss. Please, pardon me. There is a local tale about the secret of immortality being hidden on Mount Firmament. Have you heard about it? Yes, I have a slightly different version of this tale to share. Centuries ago, a Taoist cultivator met an enigmatic visitor on Mount Firmament. Despite their age difference, they soon became friends and often played Weiqi together. One day, a woodcutter stumbled upon them, having lost his way home. Their game mesmerized him so much that he didn't notice the red tie on his basket, rotting away. Panicked, he bumped into the Weiqi board. Despite the interruption, the visitor remained unfazed. They offered the woodcutter some tea, then guided him down the mountain, shielding him from dangerous temporal disruptions. After that, the visitor disappeared. Many years later, the Taoist cultivator became a legendary hermit guru. Upon returning to Mount Firmament in his final years, he reunited with that elusive visitor. The two resumed their unfinished game. People believe the visitor shared their secret of immortality through cleverly placed Weiqi pieces as a final parting gift. Yes and no. This game is missing the final 20 moves. It is unfinished. That was a bit different from what you heard before, I guess. The story changed over time, infused with fantasy in each retelling. But that's how old tales go, slowly losing their truth as they're passed down. Precisely. The legend may be shrouded in myth, but that game of Weiqi was real. Embedded within its records lies a cryptic message. This game record can solve the crisis of time. From what I know, only the Sentinel in its prime has the power to manipulate time through its possession of a complete temporal mandate. For us mere mortals, controlling time is indeed similar to gaining immortality. As the records state, it only reveals itself when Mount Firmament emerges. But how it ties to the temporal mandate remains an enigma, at least for now. If that is the case, we'll be able to heal the Sentinel's wounds, but our chances are looking slim. That game record could just hold my teacher's memories, not any real value. So I am presenting this as merely a personal request. I am planning to go find that record. Could you please join me? Thank you for lending me a hand. I promise it will be worth your while. Splendid. Very well. Let's meet on the gallery road outside Hongzhen. I still have some preparations to do. Please, go ahead. I'll join you later. Rover, you're here. Well, as the Wayfinder, I do know a couple shortcuts. The notes only provided a vague idea of where the game record is. I've determined the most likely location on my last visit. We'll be heading there. See if we can find anything new. After dealing with those artificers, I ruled out the other locations on my way to join you. But one can only do so much alone. This is why I need your help. How reliable. Then let's get going.
Changli? What is it?
Nothing, Rover. I just thought the snow is beautiful today. You seem curious about that ancient structure.
It looks familiar. Like the abandoned Court of Savante facility I saw, but bigger in scale.
I heard it first appeared along with our Sentinel. Later, the Court of Savante based their Chronos orders on its design. Every winter, my hometown buzzed as people left their mark in the fresh snow, hoping for dreams to come true when it melted.
Did you try it too, Changli?
No, I only watched from afar. My forte always melted the snow faster than I liked. We can see the whole of Hongzhen from here. I never noticed how beautiful it looked during my previous visits. It's the same place as always. I suppose it's my state of mind that has changed. I don't know. Maybe it's because your presence makes me feel at ease.
Wait! I smell tacit discords in that cave. No, there's more. Tacit discords, humans, and... Smells like a whole bunch of messed up frequencies. Ugh, it's so familiar. Come on! After all we've been through, you still don't trust my sniffer? Huh. Be grateful. I'm giving you a warning.
Rover, did something happen? It's in the same direction we're going. Could it be? Signs of climate.
Get away from me! I can't hold up much longer. Help! Help! Thank goodness!
Please stand back. We'll take it from here.
I can fight! Let me help! Thanks for your help. I'm okay. Wait. Are you the Rover? You're that hero who fought against the Stronodian. And you also resolved a time crisis here with Madam Magistrate. Everyone's been talking about you. And Lady Changli. I never thought I'd have the chance to see you in person. Without your help, I'd have been a goner for sure. I can't die here. Not when I've got someone waiting for me. I finally found it. After all this time. Ugh.
While we've solved the crisis in Mount Firmament for the time being, public access to the mountain is still restricted. Before entering the mountain, any explorer must submit a request and can only do so while accompanied by the Midnight Rangers. Sir, could you please share your reasons for traveling here alone?
I heard about Mount Firmament's legend, so I came to find its secret. I've only been in the mountain for half a day. Everything was going smoothly before those monsters pounced on me on my way back. I must get back. Fooling. She's still waiting for me.
It seems he is still hiding something from us. He needs to go back to Hongzhen for proper medical attention. Time is against us. Indeed. Tacit discords appearing in such numbers on Mount Firmament of all places. This is unusual, to say the least. We can continue our conversation later. On that note, we still don't know his identity. Judging from his uniform, he might be affiliated with the Pioneer Association. Then perhaps that someone is in Hongzhen. Could be his friend or an acquaintance. Good point, Rover. Let's head back.
Isn't that Wu Li? What happened to him? Not really. He showed up in town and started asking weird questions to all the older folks.
The secret of immortality. I found it.
Oh, he really went up the mountain, didn't he? Oh my. Quick!
No. I'm fine. Go find Fu Ling.
Sir, do you know where his companions might be?
I'm not sure. There are lots of other people in town who are dressed just like him.
His companions? Sorry, His gear, though? These are last year's designs. Yoning's just up ahead. Whoa! Greetings, Lady Changli. How may I help you today, Lady Changli?
We found him on Mount Firmament. Do you know where his companions might...
Isn't this Wu Li? What happened to him? He's one of the Pioneer Association's explorers, but we don't see him around Jinzhou too often. I remember he went on sabbatical months ago, and he left with Fu Ling. Yes, Fu Ling, his girlfriend. I think they're visiting Hongzhen together. They're staying at the inn over... Oh, Fu Ling asked us about his whereabouts not long ago. Speaking of... Is he really okay?
No, I'm not going. Fu Ling... She's waiting for me.
Don't worry. We'll help you find Fu Ling.
Wooly,
Breathe.
Thank you. I'm okay now. Who are you? And Wooly, is he? Yes, I am. Can you please tell me what happened?
Fooling!
Wooly, you're hurt. I've been looking for you. You didn't pick up my calls.
Great news, Fooling! I found it! Finally! I found a way to slow down your illness. No more pain, my love. We can finally be together. Forever.
You mean that legend? It's real?
Fooling, are you not happy?
No, I am. I'm so glad to hear it. Wooly! Thank you, Rover, Lady Changli. You say, may I please ask, what on earth happened? So, he said he only spent half a day in the mountain. No, I've been waiting for almost a week. It's not unusual for Wooly to be out of touch for a few days when he goes on long trips. This time, however, seemed longer than usual. If it weren't for you two showing Wooly, he did it for me. I used to work as a landscape painter. A few months ago, I got really sick. It affected my ability to walk, which got worse over time. Despite his efforts, we couldn't find any cures. Until 2 weeks ago, when he brought me to Hongzhen. Said he had a surprise for me. I thought it was just going to be a relaxing trip, but he disappeared for 7 days. And now he's back rambling about having found a way to stop my condition from progressing.
Mount Firmament's secret of immortality, I presume?
Yes. Wooly told me that he's researched and found an untouched paradise on Mount Firmament. A place where time stands still. He said if I lived there, my condition would never worsen. It cannot fully cure me, but at least we can spend eternity together. At first I thought it was just a myth. But then you brought up how he only spent half a day in the mountains. Those were my thoughts as well. But Wooly seemed very certain.
Mount Firmament used to have temporal disruptions caused by its tumultuous history. However, thanks to Magistrate Jinshi and Rover, these disruptions have been dealt with. Or so we had hoped. So there are still unaddressed temporal disruptions in the mountains. And unfortunately, Wooly has stumbled upon one, mistaking it for the legendary cure he was searching for. Little did he know it would only put him in more danger.
So that's why there were rumors of rangers being here to take care of the leftover tacit discords and block off access to the mountain. Then, if this temporal disruption you speak of is truly so dangerous, Rover, Lady Changli, please help us get rid of it. For the sake of everyone here.
He truly thinks it's the only way to save you. He's willing to take a slim chance just for you.
Freezing my own time. I don't think I should do that. It's not my best option. I appreciate your concerns. Dreams always come to an end. I'm okay. I'm just a little tired. Once Wooly wakes up, I'll explain everything to him.
If you have any other ideas, just tell him. But if you keep it all to yourself, no one, even those closest to you, will know how you really feel.
Yes.
Rover, things are taking a turn. We should probably tell Lady Xingyi first.
brings you here at this time of the day? I see. Strange appearances of tacit discords in the mountains. And undiscovered temporal disruptions. There are several questionable details according to Rover's description.
What do you make of Fuling's words from earlier, Rover? He claimed to have spent only half a day in the mountains, but it's been 7 days since he returned to Hongzhen. That does sound like some kind of temporal disruption. After Jinxi's battle with the Sentinel, she ordered Midnight Rangers to patrol Hongzhen and inspect Mount Firmament for any lingering temporal disruptions before reopening it to the public. Rover, you've been exploring the mountains lately, so I'm sure you have a good grasp on Mount Firmament. But if there are any hidden disruptions we missed... Precisely. Yet, why did it reappear at this point? Fuling's legend differs from the situation at Mount Firmament we're familiar with. He was utterly convinced of his discovery, and he somehow managed to run into temporal disruptions in half a day's time. Lies that are most challenging to detect aren't usually outright falsehoods. Rather, they hide parts of the truth. The explorer wanted to save his friend, indeed. I've become rather curious about the truth behind this temporal disruption. Did you notice something, Rover? For someone with a terminal illness, maybe she's come to terms with her destiny.
Changli?
Well, please pardon, I knew you'd notice too. The frequency disturbance here is weak. Master Xuanmiao's records show that this is where the...
As Changli mentioned, this anomaly may indeed have something to do with that...
Exactly. If this were to be the case, then the explorer did not tell us about his source of information, but his knowledge of Mount Firmament far exceeds...
You mean... Got it. The Midnight Rangers will block all entrances to the mountain for now. And Changli, you still have the power to send in garrison troops as needed.
We left Mount Firmament in a hurry. I need to go back up the mountain and investigate further. I have some theories that could use confirmation. We're still unsure about the exact location and range of the temporal disruption. Regardless, its reappearance is a pressing issue that needs our attention. It may get dangerous. Well then, thank you, Rover.
Thank you again for your help. You were supposed to be here for a relaxing time. But it seems another crisis has popped up. Do take extra caution.
It's time.
Now it has become quite clear what the two were thinking. Fuling has come to terms with her impending death. If Wu Li wants to reach that so-called paradise, he'll be trapped inside forever. That is not what she wants for him. Her ultimate desire is for her lover to embrace her inevitable passing. She hasn't given up, but rather clings to hope for their future, even if she won't be there to see it unfold. Why the sudden question? I'm just making an educated guess from what we've collected. Let's stay focused on the issue. It's no coincidence. All the clues point to a correlation between... Yes, information on the actual powers of Jue. I guess our old friends have still not given up. They went to great lengths just to lead us here. It would be rather rude of us to... According to the information in my master's notes and Wu Li's map, the place we're looking for should be just ahead. Is that?
The chaotic temporal disruptions are even clearer to see.
It's time.
Traces of excavation on the ground.
This is a Weiqi board. The abnormal time flow here is most likely caused by the chronosorters.
Marvelous play, truly remarkable. Occupying both solid territory and influence, and never had I imagined I'd experience such a great game of Weiqi on Mount Firmament. You may look young, my friend, but there's so much more to you than meets the eye. Please, no need to be so modest.
This is my master's voice. The voice of the other person seems deliberately erased. Who do you think the other person looks like?
It has been decades since last we met, but you, my friend, still look the same. Well, turns out I had already met you all those years ago, my lifesaver. And you're older than me. I should have been more respectful back then. So you remember our promise. I am overjoyed. A new city is about to be established. Having accomplished so much, why do you choose to retire now? I may have spoken out of turn. Every move in Weiqi is fluid and unpredictable. My clan are a group of hermits. We view the world as a game of strategy, manipulating the ebb and flow behind the scenes. Oh, but you, my friend, chose to enter the game yourself. Oh, please don't feel sad for me. If I die, it would. When the time comes, the one who shall finish this game of Weiqi with you will not be me, but rather my apprentice. Or do my plans seem too risky to you? There's no need for concern. With her intelligence and quick thinking, the results of this game will decide the fate of Jinzhou and even the entire world. The road ahead is long and treacherous. Our final game. Let's make it.
You've come this far and followed us here, yet you hesitate to reveal yourselves. Guess I'll have to take the lead and extend an invitation.
Don't assume you'll always be in control, Changli.
Our friendly chat is over. It's time to say goodbye.
Still not giving up yet, Changli. We know more than that unfinished game. We are well aware of the price you have paid. You're dangling at the end of your rope. Your unwitting trail has led us straight to our target.
Oh, is that so?
Everything.
My field of expertise.
The Sonorosphere is open! Go! Sorry, but you're not getting past me. Jue's formidable time-bending abilities at their peak, all trapped within this Sonorosphere, as I'm sure you are.
Do you really want to chase after this legend when you don't even know if it's real?
So what? Wouldn't it be a sight to behold as this Sonorosphere consumes everything in its path, while the temporal disruptions bring death? Anyway, you are indeed very special, as the Excellency foretold.
An unfamiliar space. No sign of the Fraxidus. Chungli's nowhere to be seen.
No! Don't come any closer! I'm used to it. You... stay away from me. Oh, you'll get burned. This village was attacked by tacit discords. There's nothing left. Why did you come here? No one but the exiles are willing to stay here now. Changli? Who's that? I'm the only one here. Besides the tacit discords. When I'm here, no one's afraid of me, and I won't hurt anyone. Anyway, you should hurry up and leave. It's not safe for you to be here.
Mirages in a sonorosphere shouldn't be able to hold a conversation like this. Is she a younger version of Changli?
Huh? Why did you stop talking? Are you lost? I can take you somewhere safe. I know a shortcut that leads to a safer village. Thank you. Was there something like this here before?
These mechanisms, they need to be unlocked from both sides at once.
Okay, let's each handle one side. I'll go over there. It's open! We'll be safe once we get out of here. This place seems a bit different from what I remember. These are the villagers attacked by why? There weren't any of them here before. Don't worry. My forte is strong. I will get rid of them and protect you.
It's time. It's time.
discords! Watch out!
Roll for me.
Watch and learn. My field of expertise. Time to wrap it up. Good.
Target confirmed. Summer! Exterminate. It's time.
Why did you...
I'm not just any kid. I'm strong, you know?
Oh... Going against wind. The village I lived in got destroyed by those scary monsters. They hid me in a safe basement, while everyone else died or ran away. When I came out, no one was there anymore. Now, I must get to somewhere safe. Okay.
It's nature's gift. Let's keep it wow.
There's a piece of paper. It is turning. Oh, if I had arrived sooner.
Going against wind.
Dry rations. They look well kept. Should be still edible. Oh, it's a bit frozen. No worries. I can use my fire to heat it up. Are you hungry? I haven't seen you take a single bite. You can have these. I'm not hungry yet.
Pleasant discovery.
More tacit discords. I'll handle them.
Okay.
Tear them to pieces. Watch and learn. Zabstring, it's our curtain call.
Target confirmed. Exterminate. All is fair in war.
Is this the key to that door?
Yes. And those tacit discords just devoured the frequencies of the guard on door duty.
The loot we find is not part of my pay. It's all yours.
It might look kind of scary, but actually, it doesn't hurt at all. Of course. I'm a resonator too, you know. My forte is a powerful one. I control fire. Nothing's brighter and warmer than fire. It can burn away the cold and drive away monsters. That's because I don't know how to properly control it yet. The resonator who taught me about my forte said if I don't use it properly, I'll die young. They also said a lot of things I couldn't understand. Told me I shouldn't use it too often. But if I don't use my forte, I'd get eaten by the tacit discords, or what's the point of living a longer life if I can't even survive? I want to live. I want to become a strong grown-up. I want to have good control of my power. And then I'll make a peaceful and prosperous world for everyone. Yes. According to the village teacher, that means children will no longer be in danger from monsters. But I've still got lots to learn. Thank you. I want to become as strong as you are. I understand. What a strange place. It's supposed to look familiar, but there are so many things I've never seen before. This door. I don't know why, but I keep getting the feeling that I've been here before. It's so weird. Let's look around. Maybe we'll find something.
It's time.
This is...
A mirage of the past. This place. It looks familiar too. These are my memories, recreated inside this sonorosphere. As I stepped inside, both Rover and the Fraxidus vanished into thin air. The frequencies are constantly changing. A sonorosphere affected by temporal disruption. Once someone enters, there's risk of being stuck inside forever. And if my master had planned all of this, did he do this to mislead? To separate? Or perhaps I should be careful. Whatever the case, I must find Rover first.
I'm starving. Oh, this thing. Oh. If I burn it a bit with my fire, I can eat it, I guess.
Don't try to play me, you little thief.
I found these all by myself.
Ha! You think I'm buying this story? How the hell does a little homeless brat like you score all this food?
This is our turf. Why don't we?
We've got plenty of mouths to feed already.
Make it fast.
I can do it.
Yes. Back then, I didn't know how to control my flames. I found with brute force my way out of it. My body was always covered in burns.
Time to run.
All is fair in war. Misery follows.
Make it fast.
Listen up. Blow for me. Ma'am, are you okay?
I'm fine. Thank you for driving those monsters away. But, honey, these cuts and bruises all over you, some new and some old, they never seem to fully heal.
I'm a resonator. These wounds are nothing.
Oh, you should go to the city.
But
you go out there and make something of yourself. And these.
Going against wind. A pleasant discovery.
This place. The spaces are a jumbled mess.
My dear.
You gave me some food before. I haven't thanked you yet.
You misunderstood my intentions. When I sought shelter in your hideout during the rain, I gave you rations as a small token of thanks. No need to be troubled by it, little one.
But you told me the path to safety lies in embracing fortuitous moments. I didn't understand what you meant by that.
Well now, I only said those words on a mere whim. Never expected you to remember them so clearly.
I've heard Master Xuanmiao is a wise hermit guru who helps people. Can you maybe take me as your apprentice? I've been searching for you for so long. Please, will you consider it? I want to live. Learn to control my power and become stronger. Or I won't see a peaceful and prosperous world.
Do you know what defines a peaceful and prosperous world?
I think it means people can take care of themselves and have a place to call home. I'm a resonator too. I have a strong forte. Look!
This is flame manipulation. Such a fearful power. If not used wisely, it may engulf you in return. Without proper guidance, I can teach you how to control your power, but in this world of ups and downs, if you long for a peaceful and prosperous world, you must utilize your own intellect to choose strategy. Come over, child. You bear the powers of flame manipulation, a phoenix born from fire, one that shall bring peace to this world. From this day on, your name will be Changli.
Do you have to go, Master?
My time in this world is up, my child.
Are you going to a dangerous place alone?
Oh, it's not your turn to go there yet, Changli. You are a very gifted child, and you will surely achieve greatness one day. But the price you pay for forcefully employing your forte can never be erased. Oh, your lifespan is doomed to be much shorter than that of ordinary people.
Yes, I understand.
Remember what I have taught you. Ponder carefully, plan meticulously, and shield yourself wisely.
Changli will remember your teachings by heart, Master. But Master, this person you want me to find, how should I find them?
When the time comes, you will know, and you will have my aid. You need only use your wisdom to offer that person some necessary guidance. He is the only one who can truly change this world. This way, the world of prosperity you seek will soon be within reach.
I believe I've found that person, Master. This Ouija board and the Sonorosphere. They are both a puzzle and an answer. The end of this Sonorosphere. Turns out it's exactly where... I guess this is another riddle from my master.
Remembering something, but it's all just a blur. I can't make out any clear images. I've been looking for something for a long, long time. I don't know. I just remember that it's very, very important. Something that can change the world. But I'm starting to wonder why I'm even here. Everything looks so different from what I remember. And why do you look so familiar? We've never met before. We might be able to open that door with it. What will we find behind that door? Yeah, I hope so. It's nature's gift. Let's keep it well.
A scheme be grander than naught. Vanquish malevolence in its nascent guise.
Master?
Changli, you have done well. Now that you have found the answers you seek, it is time to begin your journey. From this moment on, the choices you make and the plans you lay out, they will all lead to that future.
Changli.
Sorry I kept you waiting.
This place!
It's a trap! They played us!
Tear them to pieces. My field of expertise. Your time is over. I've had enough. Get lost.
Target confirmed. All is fair. Caution, no.
Sever! Take 4.
Listen up. Luminous energy. Watch out.
Tear them to pieces. My field of expertise. Zap strength. It's our curtain call.
All is fair, war. Unleash the fans.
Leave it to me.
Roll for me. Tear them to pieces. Zap strength, the stage is yours. My field of expertise.
Target confirmed. All is fair, war.
worry. This game is almost over. Can you feel it? It's warm. Doesn't hurt at all. See?
This is the miracle we've been waiting to see. It's hope, reborn after destruction.
Fooling.
It's over.
Did you find what you were looking for? Thank you for your help. The Midnight Rangers have successfully apprehended all remaining Fraxidus members in the mountains, and the effects of the temporal disruption have now vanished. I lost all contact with you during this whole time. Did you run into any trouble? Temporal disruption hidden inside a sonorosphere. It makes sense now why it stayed hidden for so long. I never thought the solution would be to burn down the entire sonorosphere from the inside. You went too far back there, Changli.
I know my limits.
Rover. Lady Changli.
Wooly is fine now, thanks to his doctor's help. As for me, well, at least I can still walk a bit. After all, it's been almost 5 days.
I never properly thanked you for bringing me back to Hongzhen. I heard about the attack by the Fraxidus in the mountains. I'm so sorry.
No need for that. I understand. The Fraxidus had their eyes on the same thing we did. They've been planning an ambush on us for a long time. Why would we blame it on you?
We will never forget how you saved us. You gave us the opportunity to witness such a breathtaking sight. Thanks to your help, this journey holds no regrets for me.
As for the truth behind the so-called secret of immortality, Fooling has told me everything. I had a gut feeling it would turn out to be a disappointment. But this isn't the first time this has happened. Let's just call it another adventure coming to an end. I've talked about it with Fooling. From now on, I'll take her on more trips to see more new places together.
Until the day when I can no longer hold a pen. I've already talked to the folks at the publishing house, and they're happy to let me continue painting for them. My eventual departure may be unavoidable, but I want to give it my all until the very end.
I know you've already looked past death. But remember, there are people who care about you. They want you to live on and be happy.
Yes, I understand. Sometimes I wish we could stay together a little longer, if only for a while.
Of course, fooling. We've always been.
It's not time to be sad yet, is it? I've compiled a list of renowned doctors in Huanglong. They're highly skilled and may offer assistance for your medical condition, which is challenging but not impossible to cure.
Lady Changli, I truly can't thank you enough.
No need for thanks. If you're feeling generous and want to repay me, I hope to see Fuling's work in the next issue of Artists of Huanglong. Everyone's been missing seeing their favorite landscape artists work lately. Are you surprised? Well, now I'm curious. What kind of a person do you see me as? Now that the situation has been resolved, you should return to Hongzhen. You deserve some good rest. After going through so much, you must be exhausted, Rover. Me? Well, I think Lady Xing-Yi could use the extra help in dealing with the aftermath. Well, it wouldn't hurt to have a little more faith in me.
It's getting late. Maybe we should wait until we get back to discuss anything else.
Two days have passed since Changli told me that she and Xing-Yi would handle the aftermath. I wonder how she's doing.
Are you worried? Let's just go ask her then.
Might as well. Changli can be difficult to find. Let's go ask Xing-Yi first.
Greetings. We're almost done dealing with the aftermath of the previous incident. We're currently questioning the remaining Fraxidus members we caught at Mount Firmament. They wanted to get their hands on the temporal program from the Legend of the Wei Qi game, with the intention of unleashing chaos in Mount Firmament once again. Changli recounted to us that a Fraxidus overseer had entered the Sonorosphere and was injured by her fire. They were lucky to escape, but have not been seen since. I've put together a thorough report for City Hall. We will strengthen our defenses to make sure this doesn't happen again. We parted 2 days ago on the coast, and then she returned to Jinzhou. Perhaps she's just taking some time to rest and recover. It must have taken a lot out of her. Changli knew you'd be worried, and she wanted me to relay this message to you. Meet her at the pavilion on Mount Firmament. She'll be waiting for you there. She also said, No more riddles this time.
How are you feeling, Rover? Well rested, I hope. Aw, can't you see I'm perfectly fine, sitting right in front of you? Don't worry, Rover. We are only having a casual conversation today. Nothing taxing. Besides, you only agreed to join me here for more questions, right? Oh, is that so? I'm curious then. Sure, ask away. I'm happy to answer them to the best of my ability. It all started a century ago, when my mentor, Master Xuanmiao, had a brief encounter with a certain peculiar visitor. During a TD outbreak, my master was rescued by that individual. He exuded a unique energy and was always elusive. My master dug through ancient texts and unearthed his presence in long-forgotten history. After searching for several years, he finally met that person on Mount Firmament again. They played a game of Weiqi together, and that was how the legendary game record came into being. At first, I thought my master meant the game record held actual information about the time crisis, but that was just a clue. The real key was finding you, the person behind it all. And lastly, the secret of immortality, it's most likely just the woodcutter's own spin on the tale. Sure, ask away. I'm happy to answer them to the best of my ability. My master and the mysterious visitor had set a trap with the Sonorosphere, using the Weiqi game as a guise. Despite the Sentinel and Mount Firmament being saved, the Fraxidus would not go down without a fight. They were convinced that the temporal mandate was hidden within the game of Weiqi, but little did they know, they had already fallen into a trap. Pure coincidence or the calculated workings of the Fraxidus, the explorer stumbled upon the Weiqi board, setting off its defense mechanisms. The Sentinel was already damaged when it arrived here. My master had foreseen the disasters that would befall Mount Firmament, so he created this mechanism as a precautionary measure. The Sonorosphere would devour all who attempted to enter, unless they knew the solution to that puzzle. Precisely. The only way to escape was by burning the Sonorosphere without hurting anyone inside. It required masterful control of Forte. Thinking back, it was probably his ultimate test for me. That was his first goal with this Sonorosphere. Before leaving, Master entrusted me with a mission to find that individual, the one who played Weiqi with him, the one who left behind that game record. After my master's passing, he would be the only one who could control the Sonorosphere. By now, you should know who he is. Yes. My master often mentioned you before his passing. From the moment you arrived in Jinzhou, I had my suspicions about your true identity. And finally, the Weiqi board. Sure, ask away. I'm happy to answer them to the best of my ability. Indeed, those memories, they were all real. Yes, that's all in the past. Just a little homeless girl with no name. I never thought we could make new memories in the Sonorosphere, where only the past repeats itself. A moment of companionship and protection meant everything to me. I can sense your unspoken question. Did I sacrifice my life when I burned down the Sonorosphere? What I told you there was true, but I've grown and gained control over my powers. Using my forte now won't harm me in any way. Also, if you really are the legendary person who changed the course of history, then you are perhaps the closest to immortality, aside from our sentinel. We mortals come and go. Our lives are full of meetings and goodbyes. Our time on this earth is fleeting compared to yours, so don't let it bother you. I see. Perhaps this is why it's so hard to leave this beautiful world behind. Then, would you be willing to finish that game of Weiqi with me instead? The young orphan girl carried on. Everywhere she looked, tragedies rampant. As lament engulfed the globe, a world torn by monsters, filled with homeless souls. With her own blood as fire, she drove away the cold. And her master said, "In this tumultuous world, lives are fragile as mayflies." She couldn't exhaust herself to save those before her. But she must endure to ignite a brighter tomorrow. She wielded her wits to evade harm, treading on knives with care. Alone, yet maturing through stumbles. Later on, she became someone else's teacher. She taught the future leader this: to guide conscience and secure prosperity for the people, to continue lost teachings of past sages and establish peace for all. I will be the torchbearer, for one person can't rid the world of chaos alone. One day, a future of prosperity and lasting peace will arrive.
me. Listen up.
Tear them to pieces. My field of expertise. How dare you! Time to wrap it up.
Listen up. Photosynthesis. Grow for me. represent everything.
That strength, the stage is yours. My field of expertise. You'll pay for this.
Target confirmed. All is fair.
Photosynthesis. Listen up.
You're no man. Let's do this another way.
How reliable.
Let's do this another way.
Burn to ashes!
Let me be your blade. Storm, hear my command. Synchronization.
Fury boils. Inferno. As you wish. Feel my wrath. Darn it. Inferno.
Let me be your blade. Synchronization. Let the winds roar. Precipitous.
How reliable.
Victory, guide my blade.
Let's do this another way. Silence! Burn!
Swift and resolute. I sense your weakness. One with the sounds. The end has come.
I got your back.
How reliable. Attack is the best defense. I will protect.
Swift and resolute. The hour is upon us.
Let the winds roar.
Oh, bring it on! I'll fire it up. It's morphin' time. Time for some hot action.
Transmitting frequency.
Speeding up.
Shape the shapeless.
Hey! Oh, bring it on!
From defense to offense. Beckon the divine flame. Take form. Sever.
against wind.
Tear them to pieces. No mercy. I've had enough. Get lost. Now you'll behave.
Target confirmed. All is fair in war. Misery follows. It's time. All is fair in war.
For me. Listen up. Photosynthesis. Listen up. Bask in the sunlight.
Watch and learn. My field of expertise. I've had enough. Get lost.
Target confirmed. All is fair in war. War spares no one. Exterminate.
Leave it to me.
Crush them! You're not getting away. It's nothing. I've had enough. Get lost.
represent everything.
Target confirmed.
Good. There's no time to waste. Good. There's no time to waste. All yours. You're welcome.